God uses willing people. That is the way it happens. God uses willing people. Ministry itself is the will of God. God, that is God's own institution. He ordained it. Jesus coming to die for us is ordained by God. Men being called after they are born again is ordained by God. So ministry is the will of God. And anything that has to do with the will of God, he does not impose it on men. He will seek whether you are ready to conform yourself to him. If you are not willing, he won't force you. So we establish that God uses willing people. So you can be born again, but live your life away from ministry. Anything that is the will of God, he does not force it on men. So you can be a child of God and live your life out of ministry. You can have a plain, clear call and move away from it because you are not willing. And that was why God, instead of saying, Isaiah, I sent you, he said, who shall I send? That's why God asked Isaiah that question. He didn't force him. He said, who shall I send? I need somebody to send. Who shall I send? And the guy willingly said, here I am, send me. Here I am, send me. The greatest battle on earth is the will of man versus the will of God. And the question is, which one will win? Which one will win? Which one will win? The will of God versus the will of man. Which one will win? And one of the shock we see is that sometimes men win. Sometimes men win. Their will stands and God's will crumbles. Most of us are familiar with the world systems. And you are familiar with the life of men in your lifetime. You are going to live and see people walk out of God's will. And they are happy and excited. You are going to see. And they don't care. They will tell you, that is what I like. That is my life. Unfortunately, when Jesus died for them, they don't have life again. The life in them is now the life of Christ. But they are saying, this is my life. And they will live it the way they want. This is the creator of heaven and earth. He is communicating with a human being. And he said, who will I send? I want to send somebody. So who will I send? And who will go for us? And Isaiah said, here I am, send me. Can we still get this in our time? Where men are ready to say, Lord, use me. Take me. Can we get this in our time? And men are saying, Lord, take me. Use me. Have your way in my life. God's work cannot go with people that are being forced. The work of God cannot be run with people that are forced into it. They will disappoint. God's work cannot go with people who came in there unwillingly. Isaiah was willing. Paul was willing. Moses was willing. God used Esther. She was willing. Was Esther forced to be used by God to be the source of deliverance to Israel? In Persia, she was not forced. Could it be that God is forcing us today? Could it be that somebody is forcing you? Could it be that they are on you? That is why you are still in the work. If nobody is talking to you about the work, you will never mind. Could that be? The biggest question is, are you still willing?